Hey there, beautiful souls. Today we are going to have another tarot video, and the topic is: should you wait on your person or should you move on? It's a bit of a delicate topic, and I would like to ask you just to keep things, keep in mind that this is a collective reading and you are here to see messages. In the end, the choice is yours. And yeah, I've been there too, and I know that, I used to watch a lot of tarot videos like that, and some videos say one thing, the other ones are saying another thing. But in the end, I would just like to ask you to treat these tarot readings as part of a puzzle. It's something that the universe brought you towards, and you are going to get some message that will be relevant for your situation. So before I proceed with the reading, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button because your support means the world to me and my channel is still growing, so I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. And let's take a look which spirit animals are going to represent the piles today. So for pile number 1 we are going to have the snake spirit. Wow, this is the first time when I get the snake spirit for a reading. For pile number 2 we are going to have the Wombat spirit, okay? And finally for pile number 3, let's see which animal is going to represent pile number 3. The Flamingo spirit, okay. So I will give you a few seconds to choose the pile that attracts you the most, but just let your intuition guide you. Don't choose the pile regarding the animal that you like. Just let your intuition guide you towards the pile that is going to give you the most relevant messages. So I'll see you in the reading. Hello there, pal number 1. For those of you who chose the snake spirit wants to say to you, now it's time to heal. So whatever has happened between you and the person on your mind, indeed now might be the time for you to heal. Maybe it's time for the person on your mind also to heal. Maybe you just need to heal that connection in order to continue with it in a more healthy way. So I will try to keep it simple and use mostly tarot cards, and also I will use my new archetypes cards that I have. First I'm going to shuffle the deck like this in order to get some reverse cards as well. Okay. So let's ask the spirit what is going on with the person on your mind. Let's first check on them. How are they doing? What is going on with them? Please, spirit, tell us what is going on with the person on the mind of the people who chose the snake spirit. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Okay. The Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands reversed. Okay. So in the bottom of the deck we have the Devil card reversed. Okay. So I feel like the person on your mind is letting go some kind of limits, some kind of limitations. Something that before was like holding them back, something that was not letting them do some kind of a movement. Now they are letting go of it and setting themselves free from something that was blocking them. And seeing the cards like this, I feel like your person is deciding to hold on to something. This could be something regarding their financial life because we have the Pentacles. Or in general, they might choose to just hold on to something. It might be your connection as well, because since I'm asking more regarding your situation, it might be you that they are choosing to hold on to. But we have the Hangman under the Four of Pentacles, which wants to indicate that they are just seeing things from a different perspective. They are like putting themselves with the head down and trying to look things from a different perspective. And also this might indicate some kind of a healthy break, some kind of a healthy pause that they need to take in order to just reflect over things, how things went on and what is going on. But after they do that healthy time for themselves, they decide that it's time to hold on to something. It's not time to let go. So let's see the next cards. We have the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands reversed. Here we see quite opposite energy, because if here we see your person holding on to something, here we see your person like moving freely forward, which is more related with the general energy of the Devil card reversed. So with the Knight of Wands, your person might be traveling somewhere. They might be planning some kind of a travel, or maybe they might be traveling towards you if they are living in another country, or maybe they have some kind of a work-related travel. But with the Knight of Wands, I see your person like moving forward in a kind of dynamic way without thinking too much. And also what helps them to move forward is that they are letting go of some kind of a responsibility. Maybe they had some kind of a responsibility that was not letting them move, or was blocking them and not just making them stay in one place. And seeing that the Ten of Wands is reversed, I feel like they are just going to let go of something that is heavy on them, and then they are just going to move freely. Okay, let's just ask, let's just see what is the connection between you and the person on your mind. Please, Spirit, tell us what is the connection between the person who chose the Snake Spirit and the person on their mind. The Hierophant, let's clarify this. Five of Swords. Then we have the Ace of Swords reversed. And then we have the Four of Wands. In the bottom of the deck we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So having the Two of Pentacles as a general energy for this connection, it's actually not bad news, it's actually good news, because with the Two of Pentacles, well, something is moving towards balance, something is balancing out, and actually this is what I'm seeing in the cards as well, because this card and this card indicate some kind of stability and balance, while this card and this card indicate some kind of doubts and thoughts of limits. And indeed, I feel like things are starting to get more balanced in this connection somehow, and this card is confirming it. Because with the Two of Pentacles, normally we are talking about doing multiple things at once, or just being able to do the things in a way that they are feeling a bit less heavy on us, and just we are managing to complete our tasks without having too many, without using too many efforts. So let's take a look at the cards that we have here. With the Hierophant cards, I feel like your person chooses to stick to some kind of a tradition, or, well, they are seeing this connection as something serious. They are seeing this connection with possibility to go somewhere. They see that there's potential there. And yeah, actually what strikes me is that here we have the number 5. Here also we have the number 5. And the Snake Spirit has 55. So 5 might be a significant number for you. But also in some angel numbers, like 555 is number of change. So maybe something is moving towards change between you and the person on your mind. That also could be the option. But yeah, just seeing those cards, I feel like your person has come to some kind of a decision, or in general this connection has been a bit yeah, I'm actually asking about the connection, so this should be more regarding the energy of both of you. So this connection has been some kind of somehow difficult for both of you, because it felt like you've been not fighting, but trying to prove points or trying to just make things right. And in the end, you feel like maybe one of you has won or the other one has lost. But there are no winners in this situation, and this is the thing that the cards wants to indicate in this reading, that regarding those conflicts or those power plays between you and the person on your mind, things are moving towards more stable state, things are getting a bit more settled, and I feel like there is more stability with the Hierophant card. In some cases, the Hierophant also could indicate marriage or just something stable, but well, I feel like this is not going to resonate for all of you. But I mean, what I'm getting from this card here is that you can see that the Hierophant is standing tall, and next to him there are two small foxes. And this is what I'm feeling for your connection as well, that there is some kind of a binding power that binds you together with that person, and you both are just standing in front of that power and just making peace with your connection. Let's see the other cards. We have the Four of Wands. I'm just going to move the cards in order to not get them too close to the candle, because I like this deck. I don't want to get it burned. So yeah, having the Ace of Swords reversed and the Four of Wands, well, the Ace of Swords is actually, the energy of Ace of Swords gives a lot of new ideas, a lot of opportunities, a lot of inspiration, or just thoughts that are helping you to create new things. But having this card reversed, it wants to indicate some kind of a confusion. And this confusion is regarding, again, Four of Wands. This card represents some kind of union, some kind of a family, some kind of stability. So I feel like things are a bit unclear regarding that aspect. I mean, maybe you are going to get towards more balanced times. Maybe there will be opportunity for you to find balance, but things are still a bit unclear. There are positive indications that this could work out, but at the same time there is a lot of confusion. But what I feel in general from the cards is that things are working towards better. And I'm just going to take some, well, let's ask the deck if there will be, if you will be able to overcome that confusion, and regarding the Ace of Swords, if there will be some kind of clarity regarding the situation. I mean, which way it's going to move, this connection, which way things are going to move towards. Okay, we have the Magician, and in the bottom of the deck we have the Six of Cups. So maybe in the past things were a bit traumatic for both of you. Maybe in the past things were a bit confusing for both of you. That's why this confusion is born in that connection. But having the Magician here is all positive, because the Magician is powerful and skillful and can manifest anything. So this card wants to indicate that there is a big potential here, things to work out for better. But also this card wants to indicate that you have all the skills. I mean, if you manage, I mean, if you realize your power, if you try to manifest this connection to work towards better, if you try to work together with that person, there is a big potential for success. So these are the messages from the tarot cards. I'm not sure if I should take some extra information about the other cards, but I feel like the messages are quite clear. So about this connection in general, there is possibility things to work out. There is possibility things to go towards better. But at the same time, there are still unclear things and there are still confusions. So let's take some oracle cards from the archetype deck and see what we are going to get as messages. Please, Spirit, give us the right messages for this connection. Give us all the advices and all the right messages for this connection that people who chose the snake spirit. What is the thing that they should do and what they should know about this connection? Please help them to make a decision. We have the swords. We have the shadow. Oops. There were too many. I'm not going to take them. It's a bit difficult to shuffle this deck. We have the ring. Okay. Then we have the fault line. Actually, I feel like taking more cards from these ones. I studied this deck last week and I'm still not quite certain about it, but I have my notebook next to me and I can just look for some keywords if I just have troubles to read the message on the cards. Now we have the hearts. It's interesting the way it's portrayed. The pilgrim. I will take one more. And this will be it. Then we have the medallion. Okay. So let's take a look what we have here. So we have the sword, which wants to indicate cutting something that is not healthy. Maybe there is something unhealthy in this connection and you should just cut all the things that are hindering you. Maybe there is a lot of unclarity. The sword usually requires clarity. Once you get the sword and you just cut things with it, so there is no point for hesitation. But also another things with the sword card might be differences between you two, because you can see that the sword is splitting the card in two halves. It feels a bit like yin-yang if you take a look at it like that. Maybe you are too different, but if you manage to come together and overcome your differences, if you both work through your differences, maybe there will be some kind of a stability that will just work out miraculously for both of you. Then we have the shadow card. So the shadow card indicates all about the unknown. Something feels unclear about this connection, and I mean, this card wants to indicate to you to dive deep into the shadow, dive deep into the unknown, because maybe you will find answers there. Maybe you are scared to go deep within and reflect about this connection, or maybe there are things that you are scared to ask about regarding this person. But the shadow cards wants to indicate that maybe there are answers hiding somewhere in the shadow, and you should just not be afraid from the shadow itself. Just dive deep within the shadow and find the answers that you need to know. Then we have the ring card. The ring card is quite similar to the Hierophant here, because it wants to indicate some kind of a serious commitment, some kind of a serious bonding, some kind of a promise. And this actually is saying that, yeah, with this person, there is a potential things to be like bound together. I mean, with the ring card, it wants to say that there is some kind of a serious commitment here that that needs to be fulfilled. And then we have the fault line. With the fault line, this wants to indicate instability. Even though there is chance for big commitment, there is some sort of instability in this connection, because you can see all the small cracks here, and it feels like things can break at any moment. And maybe you should just act a bit more delicate towards this connection. Try to figure out things, try to dive deep in the shadow and find the answers that you need. But at the same time, act a bit more delicate, because you are not stepping on solid grounds here. You're stepping on grounds that are a bit breakable. And then we have the card, the heart. Well, in this depiction of the heart, I see that, I mean, there are two people that are on a boat and there is a heart here. It's like there are two rings merged together. And there's some kind of a protection, like a nest here, that is protecting what is here in the middle. So this card wants to indicate a lot of positive feelings, a lot of positive affections and connections with that person. So there is a lot of feelings here. I can feel that with those cards that came out. There are feelings, definitely. And in the end, you should just listen to your heart, because we have the heart card, which wants to say all about your heart. What your heart tells you is the right decision. And let's take a look at the other cards. The Pilgrim. Well, the Pilgrim is searching some kind of enlightenment, searching some kind of maybe you can just try to dedicate yourself to different practices like meditation and try to empty your mind, or maybe try out to do new things in order to just clear your mind and try to get rid of all those thoughts that are bothering you, all those thoughts that are like negative and making you think, I mean, they're lowering your vibration, and at the same time they are not they are fogging your brain. They are not letting you see this in a clear way, which we also see here with the Ace of Swords card, which is reversed. And actually the reversed card is not, I mean, the reversed card just means that the energy of the card is blocked. So I'm just going to put it like that in order to just channel some positivity, because Ace of Swords really means clear mind. So I feel like you should focus on clearing out your mind. This might also help the person on your mind as well to see things in a more clear way. Maybe also the communication between you two will improve once both of you are like seeing things in a more clear way. And finally we have the Medallion cards. With the Medallion cards, what I feel from this connection is that, well, the Medallion card has something to say about some kind of a trophy, something that you might get from your family. Maybe it wants to indicate some kind of patterns that are adopted from your family or from their family. It might, it might wants to say something about maybe in the way you were brought up, the way you were educated by your family is kind of clouding the decisions that you're making in your love life. But yeah, in general, this wants to say something about something that you receive from your family, something that you receive either as an honor, something like a pride, or some kind of patterns that you might have received from previous generations that are kind of repeating themselves. So these are topics to reflect about. And I'm going to take some songs for you as well in order to get some idea. Okay, we get 3. We have You Too, With and Without You, With or Without You. I don't know why I said and, but yeah, the song is With or Without You. And I feel like it's more with than without you, because the song is quite sensual, and also, yeah, I just by listening to the song, you can get the idea that the person doesn't want to live without the other person, although it feels hard. Let's see the next song. We have Ariana Grande, We Can't Be Friends. Well, this also is similar with the U2 song, because the message is quite similar. We can't be friends, but at the same time, she sings, I'll wait for your love. Maybe, maybe at the moment things are not the way they are supposed to be between you two. Maybe there are too many things that are just hindering this connection between you and the person on your mind. But what I'm feeling is that maybe once you both clear your minds, you both said things in a clear way, in an honest way, maybe things will get better, and indeed there is potential here. And then we have Snow Patrol, Chasing Cars. This card wants to say to you that just take some time and think. As I remember the lyrics in this song, it was singing, if I just lay here, would you lay with me and forget for the world? No, I'm not sure. And forget the well. I'm not sure what was it, but yeah. I mean, you get the message. It just wants to say, like, just leave everything behind and just sit still with the person on your mind, and try to leave behind all the world that is surrounding you, and just focus on you and the person, and try to think through things and see which way you can continue. So these were your messages, pal number one. I hope this reading was useful for you, and I feel like the cards just gave as, yeah, well, the information was a bit mixed, but I feel like in general things can work out between you two. But yeah, indeed there is a lot of confusion, but I feel like you can manage to work this out. But in the end, the option is all yours. I mean, the choice is yours. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to hit the like button so more people can see it and benefit from it. And also, if you subscribe for my channel, I would be really happy, because my channel is still growing. So thank you very much for being with me. Thank you for your time. I wish you a lovely day, and I hope to see you again. Bye! Hello there, pal number two. For those of you who chose the Wombat spirit, let's take a look what it wants to say to you. So the Wombat spirit is saying, be at home. From this message, I feel like it wants to indicate just by be at home, it might want to indicate that just stay true to yourself. Just do what feels comfortable. Just do what feels like being at home and feeling comfortable. So let's take a look at the tarot cards and see what we are going to get as messages for the person on your mind and your situation. I'm going to shuffle the cards like this in order to get some reversed as well. Okay. So just like I did with pile number one, first we are going to take a look how the person on your mind is doing at the moment. Just going to tap into their current energy. So please, Spirit, tell us, how is the person on the mind of the people who chose Wombat Spirit doing? What is going on with them at the moment? What are the main energies for that person? The Magician reversed. Six of Pentacles. The Justice card reversed. And 10 of Swords. In the bottom we have 10 of Wands. Okay, so Pile number 2, when I asked how this person is doing, I can tell you that this person is not doing good because the cards did not come that positive for their current state. Something is not going on good in their life and they are feeling really tired because we have the Ten of Wands in the bottom of the deck. And you can see that indeed they are carrying some kind of a heavy weight. Maybe they have too many responsibilities or they are having too many things to take care of and it just feels heavy on them. So let's start with the cards that just came out. Having the Magician card reversed, it wants to say that maybe there is some kind of deceit or some kind of manipulation that they are into. Maybe they are deceiving themselves, or maybe they are just not feeling powerful enough. They are feeling like they are lacking skills or lacking any creativity or any kind of idea. Because in the bottom of this card we have the Six of Pentacles, which wants to indicate that they did not, something was not proceeded in a fair way, something they did not receive enough, they just couldn't get enough of something, and this makes them feel a bit powerless. This makes them feel a bit that things are not going in a fair way, and the next cards are confirming it as well, because we have the Justice card reversed and we have the Ten of Swords under the Justice card. So something in their life ended, or they were somehow betrayed. Like you can see in the card, they were stabbed by 10 swords, and this is how they feel. They feel like they were stabbed in the back, or they feel like, or this also might indicate some kind of a painful ending that they experienced. And it all feels really unfair to them because the Justice card is turned in a reverse. So the general energy of the person that you are asking for is not that good at the moment. So let's take a look. What are the things about the connection? Let's get some more messages about the connection between you and this person. Please, Spirit, give us information about the connection between the people who chose the Wombat spirit and the person on their minds. What we need to know about the connection between them. Please give us information. The Fool, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, Three of Swords reversed, and Five of Pentacles reversed. In the bottom again we have the very same card, Ten of Wands. Okay. So, actually this is not that bad. Actually there is a lot of healing here, that's what I'm feeling. But still things are a bit heavy on both of you about this connection. Maybe this heaviness is coming from the person that is on your mind, or maybe in general things are a bit difficult at the moment, because having the Ten of Wands, it wants to indicate some kind of heavy responsibility, just like I told you about your person as well. There are some kind of heavy responsibilities or things that maybe both of you need to carry that are making you feel a bit tired. But let's take a look at the cards, because they are not that bad actually. There is some healing here, that's what I'm seeing. So starting off with the Fool cards and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Well, I don't think the Queen of Pentacles in this case represents a person. I feel like it just wants to represent some kind of time when things were a bit unstable, when things maybe also on material level things were not working out that good either for your person or for you. Maybe you were not feeling some kind of stability on material level, both of you, or in general things were not going on in a healthy way between you two. But having the Fool cards, it wants to indicate that things are starting again, things are starting anew, because you can see how casual the Fool, the fox is here. It represents the number 0, which says that things are starting from 0. There is some kind of a new beginning for this connection. There is potential for you to start over and make things in a different way. And as you can see, the fox is very enthusiastic and the fox is willing to just move forward and take in all kind of risks. So this is what I'm feeling for this connection, that there is potential for you to start this connection from zero. There is potential for you to start things again and to just wipe the slate clean and start over. Forget all the things that have been in the past and just start over. And with the next cards we have, actually that's quite good news here, because as you can see, the Five of Pentacles is not a happy card. This card is, yeah, you can see how miserable the fox is here, starving, not looking healthy. Even the tree is like losing its branches, no green around it. There are corpses. So when this card is reversed, it wants to indicate that this situation is being resolved. This situation is healing. Maybe in the past things were, maybe one of you was not receiving enough from this connection, or maybe both of you, this connection was not nurturing. On the contrary, this connection was like draining you or draining the person on your mind. One of you felt maybe like that, like you were not receiving enough. And since this card is reversed, this wants to indicate that this is over. This is over. I mean, things are moving towards healing. Things are getting better. And you are moving out from this situation and moving towards better times. And another thing, the Three of Swords. This actually is quite sad card. This card indicates a lot of heart pain, a lot of heartache. And since this card is reversed, it wants to indicate healing from that heartache, healing from that situation. So indeed, on this second column, between you and the person in your mind, I feel like there is a lot of healing going on. And also here we see a potential for you to start over, to start things in a clean way. So in general, for your connection, I feel like you have the potential to make things work out. I feel like you just need to heal what needs to be healed and just start over and start things in a different way. So I'm wondering, shall I take some extra information? Okay, I will take some extra information, like what should I ask the tarot deck? Maybe I can ask about that about that new beginning. Please, Spirit, tell us more information about the chance for new beginning. Please give us more information about the potential of new beginning, or some kind of a second chance with the person on the mind of the people who chose the Wombat spirit. Eight of Swords and Two of Cups in the bottom. Okay, so the information that the spirit gave us is a bit dual. I mean, maybe some of you are feeling like this fox. Maybe some of you are feeling like there is that there isn't a chance this to happen, because you can see that the fox is really confused, surrounded by swords. These swords are actually representing thoughts, and also the fox is in the cold. So I feel like maybe this connection was a bit harmful for you. Maybe this connection was hurtful. But just take a look at the cards that is sitting in the bottom of the deck, which represents the general energy. Two of Cups. So it wants to indicate that this card came first, which wants to indicate that maybe there is some kind of sensation that this second chance might not happen. This second chance might lead to you feeling like this again. But in the bottom, it wants to indicate that you should believe in positivity, because the general energy is the one of the Two of Cups. And in the Two of Cups, you can see complete harmony between this and this fox. It wants to indicate some kind of a deep soul connection, or just some kind of a harmony. So this is what the tarot has for you. I'm just going to use my archetypes as well in order to get some more messages for you and the person on your mind. So let's take a look what the archetype deck is going to give us as an information. I studied this deck last week, but I still don't know all the things. Well, I know them, but I might need some keywords. I have my notebook near me with all my notes in case I need it. So let's take a look. Please, Spirit, tell us what pile number 2 needs to know about the connection between them and the person on their mind. We have the offering. We have the Kairos. Okay. We have the Bardo. Okay. Then we have the Wombat. I'm going to take 3 more cards. The Medallion. This came in pile number 1 as well. Then we have the Lover. Okay. And finally, we have the Destroyer. Okay. So let's take a look at them one by one. So starting off with the offering. This card wants to say something about unconditional love, or just making things unconditional, just offering something, maybe offering peace, or just taking things a bit more easy, because we have the moon here that a bit is making things a bit more soothing, a bit more feminine. It's like a peacemaking offer. So with this card, I feel like it just wants to indicate that there should be less conditions in this connection. You should just accept the person the way they are, and they should accept you the way you are, and just treat this in a non-conditional way and offer some kind of peace, maybe. Then we have Kairos. Just give me a second to take a look in my notebook, because I'm not 100% sure what it was. Oh yeah, Kairos wants to say something about synchronicity. So maybe some of you are seeing a lot of synchronicities. And also this blue eye, it's actually striking me. It looks like an animal eye. So maybe you should just trust your instincts. Maybe you should trust your intuition, but maybe some of you are seeing a lot of synchronicities. Maybe you are seeing signs outside when you walk in a park, or maybe you are just seeing in the clock or somewhere on your timer, you are seeing numbers that wants to indicate something for this connection, or just wants to say something to you. So keep an eye for this. As you can see in the card, there is a beautiful blue eye there. Then we have the Bardo, another card that looks like an eye. The Bardo is actually a transition. It wants to indicate some kind of transition between something. And indeed, I feel like you are in period of transition with that person, because, well, if it resonates with you, I feel like you have had some history with this person, and the history might have not been that pleasant, or at least in the latest times we can see that maybe you have had a lot of hurt and injuries. But you are in a transit, you are transitioning from one point to another. So indeed, we can see that with the Fool card, that something new might be starting for you and the person on your mind. Then we have the Womb card, which kind of inclines me towards the similar message that something is being protected here. I mean, you can see that something is being protected, but something is not ready yet to reach that point that it's supposed to reach. So something is still in the beginning stage, but at the same time it feels protected with the triangle here. And then we have the Medallion. The Medallion card wants to say something about some kind of achievement or some kind of a trophy. Also, it might indicate something about family issues. Maybe one of you, well, not family issues, but things that you acquire from your family. It might be just way of thinking. It might be the way you were your upbringing, or just the way you see things that was influenced by your family or family members, or maybe it might indicate some kind of a pattern that is involved in this connection, some kind of a family pattern, either on your side or on the side of the person that is on your mind. And then we have the Lover card, and I feel like this wants to indicate the pure love, because you can see how beautiful this swan is, and the swans are the animals that are usually in couples and building healthy families. So indeed this card wants to indicate pure love. And finally we have the Destroyer card. So with the Destroyer card, well, the Destroyer card is not actually that negative as most people might depict it. Actually, the Destroyer card is resembling a lot the Tower card, which does what it does. It just takes away the things that are not serving you. So maybe things are going to break before they get better. And we see that things were really bad, and maybe things might need some kind of a break. Maybe things need some kind of like sweeping the carpet under this situation and just make things fall in order to start over. So with the Destroyer card, I feel like there will be a lot of clearing of old patterns and things that were just not working for you and the person on your mind. And you can see the potential for something new, and you can see the transition here with that card. So let's take some songs for you and the person on your mind as well, just like I did with pile number 1, 2, and see what we are going to get. Okay, I feel like there are more than I'm just going to put this back and take 3. And we have Katy Perry, Wide Awake. So with this song you are going to see something the way it is. You are going to open up your eyes and see things the way it is. You are going to see true illusion about this connection. You are going to receive some kind of a clarity. Oh, the script, break even. So this is a breakup song indeed, but in this breakup song it wants to indicate that one person is hurting while the other one is not. It's just one-sided pain. That's what I feel from that song when I listen to it. Then we have Kygo, Firestone. Well, this song indicates some kind of a passion, some kind of big chemistry, strong attraction, firestones that just stick together. So to sum it up, we have some kind of clarity from the songs. We have break even. Maybe things might need a small break. Maybe you are in a small break already, but maybe this break is not a complete break, because there is chance things to start over, because with the Kygo Firestone, this wants to indicate that there is still a lot of passion and emotions and feelings. So these were the messages from the cards and the songs and everything. And yeah, in the end the choice is yours. The messages were a bit mixed, but I hope they resonate with your situation and they somehow manage to give you some kind of a clarity or direction in which way you should move with the person that is on your mind. So that was your reading, pile number 2. If you enjoyed it, please don't hesitate to hit the like button so more people can see it and benefit from it. And also, I would be more than happy if you subscribe for my channel, because my channel is still growing and your support means the world to me. And yeah, that was it. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being with me, and I hope to see you again. Wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hey there, pal number 3. For those of you who chose the Flamingo Spirit, let's take a look what it wants to say to you. So, Flamingo Spirit, embrace the in-between. Okay, so in between, maybe you and your person are in between some kind of a situation, or maybe things are there, but at the same time not there. It just feels a bit wishy-washy, just not clear. But Flamingo is a quite gentle animal. I mean, the way it walks, the way it does things. Maybe things are a bit more like, maybe you just need to step a bit more gentle towards that connection. Maybe you just need to treat it a bit more gentle in order to make it work. But let's just take a look at the tarot cards and see what they want to say about this connection. I'm just going to shuffle like this in order to get some reversed cards as well. Okay, so just like I did with the other piles, first I'm going to take a look at the current state of the person that is on your mind. So please, Spirit, give us information. What is going on with the person that is on the mind of the people who chose the Flamingo Spirit? Please tell us what is going on with that person and how are they doing. We have the Nine of Pentacles reversed, the Devil card reversed, Ace of Swords, the Tower card reversed, and in the bottom we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so the general energy of this person is, well, they're a bit tortured by thoughts. I mean, you can see in that fox that there are 9 swords hanging here, and the fox is like really thinking and feeling a bit anxious, feeling a bit scared what might come up. I feel like your person is getting anxious when they think about the future. Something is bothering them, something doesn't feel alright. They're a bit anxious what might happen, what might come. They're not feeling that comfortable at the moment. So let's take a look at the tarot cards. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Devil card reversed. With the Nine of Pentacles reversed, this might indicate that your person doesn't feel independent. Your person wants to break free from something is holding them back. And it's interesting enough that this card came above the Devil card, which wants to indicate setting yourself free from some kind of limits, setting yourself free from some kind of boundaries, or in general defeating the devil, letting go of something that is holding you back, that is making you feel stuck, getting yourself unstuck. And I feel like the person on your mind is working towards that, but at the same time they're not feeling independent enough, they're not feeling like they have it all together. Because with the Nine of Pentacles, it might also indicate something about their financial world too. Maybe they're not feeling that financially secure about their life in general. Maybe they're not feeling financially independent because we have Pentacles. But indeed, I feel like this person is slowly walking towards better times in their life. At the moment, they are feeling a bit like not independent, but looking at the bigger picture, they are managing to set themselves free from some kind of a limit here. And let's take a look at the other pair of cards that we have. We have the Ace of Swords and the Tower card reversed. So with the Ace of Swords, your person is having some kind of a clarity. Something is becoming clear in their mind, and they are having either some kind of a new idea or some kind of a new perception, or maybe they are even ready to communicate, because the swords are representing communication. So maybe if you start communicating with this person, things are going to proceed in a much better way because they have the clarity of mind, and I see them more like prone to communicate and talk out things in a clear way. And indeed, we have the Tower card reversed under the Ace of Swords, which wants to indicate that they have managed to avoid some kind of unpleasant situation with their clarity, with the clarity of mind. They are managing to avoid some kind of a disaster or something that, or maybe they are just leaving behind some kind of a disaster that has happened in their life, and they are finding their mind clarity. They're just finding some kind of a peace, and they're seeing things in a way that they are seeing things through the illusion. So let's take a look what is going on about your connection. Please, Spirit, tell us information about the connection between the people who chose the Flamingo Spirit and the person that is on their minds. Please give us more information about the connection. What they need to know. Knight of Pentacles reversed. The Star card. The Empress reversed. And the Eight of Swords. In the bottom of the deck we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So this situation here might require efforts, might require a bit of working to be done. Because with the Eight of Pentacles here, we are talking about mastering something, about working towards something. So the cards that came out, they indicate some kind of a potential, they indicate some kind of possibility things to work out good, but it might require some kind of efforts. Maybe you are in the beginning stage of that connection, maybe things have not like happened, maybe some of you didn't even have a relationship with this person. Maybe some of you just met that person and things just didn't go the right way. But indeed here we are talking, whatever the case is, here we are talking about a lot of work to be done. Like setting the basics and doing daily work in order to make things work. So let's take a look at the cards here. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Star card under it. So with the Star card, it wants to indicate that there is a very big potential. Just keep things positive here, because there is a potential. The potential is there. And also in this depiction you can see that the fox is just pouring water at some sprouts and they are about to grow. And yeah, I feel like there is a lot of potential here, things to go good. But maybe at the moment it feels like there isn't that much of a structure. Maybe at the moment it feels a bit difficult to make it work. But the potential is there, because in the basic of this we have the Star card, which tells all about positivity, which just wants to say to you, just keep things positive. Maybe now there isn't much to work on. Maybe there isn't that kind of a structure that you can build. And in general, it might require some work to be done, but the potential is there. And then we have the Eight of Swords reversed and the Empress card reversed. With the Empress card reversed, I feel like in this connection it might, well, for some of you might feel like there is not much potential. Well, not potential, but the Empress card wants to represent like things going further, things going in a way that it's going to benefit both of you. So maybe some of you are feeling like this might not work out the way you want it to work out. But we have the Eight of Swords reversed under this card, which is like, well, in general, I feel like you and the person on your mind, you are quite confused. I don't know what might have happened between you two. I feel like there is a potential to work on, and there is a possibility to make things work. But at the same time, there is a lot of like confusion between you and that person. And yeah, I mean, this card wants to indicate that you are setting yourself free from some kind of illusion. You are seeing things in a clear way. You are just able to accept things the way they are and set yourself free from some kind of limiting thoughts or something that was not letting you move forward. Well, this card wants to indicate that maybe, well, since this card is reversed, it can always turn around and make things work. I mean, if you choose to stay in this and make things work, this card might turn around and you might reach that fruition that you need. I mean, you can see how blessed this fox is. There are small foxes around it, things are just growing, it's green, and there is a chance to make things work, but I feel like this energy is blocked, at least for the moment. But this card says to you, just keep things positive, there is potential. So the messages are a bit mixed. Let's take some clarifying information. Please, Spirit, give us some clarifying information about that reversed Empress. What the people who chose the Flamingo Spirit needs to know. What they need to know about the reversed Empress. Okay, it came good. So, about the reversed Empress, it wants to say that one of you is a bit more defensive. One of you is just like maybe one of you is willing to fight for this, but is not sure about the other one. But indeed, it wants to show that one of you is a bit more defensive in this. Maybe one of you is like fighting this connection. While in the bottom of the deck we have the Four of Wands, which is like ultimate card of union, card that brings stability, that brings happy family. So as a general energy, you have this card, which you can achieve. But I feel like one of you might be resisting this. And this is why things are a bit confusing. So I feel like either you or the person on your mind needs to let go of their guard in order to make this work. I'm just going to take some archetype cards as well in order to get some extra information. I'm just going to put this one here. Let's take a look what the archetypes wants to say to you. I'm just going to put them a bit higher so I have enough space for all cards. Yeah, like this is good. I started this deck like a week ago. So I have my notebook with some notes, just in case I miss out something. I might take a look at my notebook for some keywords, but we'll see. So let's see. Please, Spirit, tell us what the people who chose the Flamingo Spirit needs to know about their connection with the person on their minds. We have the hearts. We have the cave. Okay. Then we have the father. Then we have the hunter. Okay. The storm. The gem. And the desert. Okay. And in the bottom we have the lover, but nah, let's not take the card that is on the bottom. With the other piles I just took 7, so okay. So let's start from the beginning. We have the heart, and this card wants to indicate strong feelings and emotions. Maybe, yeah, I feel like those feelings are on both sides. Maybe one of the sides is a bit more defensive and is trying to fight those feelings, but those feelings are on both sides. This is what I'm feeling from this card. And also, I mean, you can just take a look at the card itself. There is something like a nest here that is surrounding that picture of two people on a boat, and there is a heart, which feels like two circles joined together. And yeah, there is nothing more to say about this. It wants to say that, I mean, the heart is there, and probably you know it already. The feelings are there, but it might be a bit difficult. Then we have the cave. The cave card holds a lot of secrets. It wants to indicate that maybe some of you need to do some kind of spiritual or internal shadow work or something, because with the cave cards, usually people go in the cave in order to get some kind of clarity, in order to clear their mind, in order to let go of their thoughts. And also you can see the enlightenment here. So maybe some of you need to dive deep. I was going to say deep dive. So some of you maybe need to dive deep in their own internal world in order to find some kind of insight about this connection and what they should do. But the answer is there. Then we have the Father card. With the Father card, it wants to indicate some kind of a father figure which might play a role in this connection. Or maybe indeed some of you might have father-like issues. I mean, father issues. Issues of abandonment also could be possible with the Father card, because the Father card normally helps you from a distance, wants you to grow from a distance, doesn't like directly interfere within your life, because they want you to learn your lessons on your own. So maybe some of you have some kind of abandonment issues also with the Father card. Then we have the Hunter. Okay. So the hunter normally hunts their prey. The hunter is always having their eyes on some kind of a target. And indeed you can see that this horse is charging towards one direction. And what I'm feeling as a message is that if you think that this person has forgotten about you, this is not the case, because this person is just moving on towards you, or I mean they just have you as their target, or just they have their eyes on you and they are like keeping you there. Then we have the Storm cards. The Storm cards, indeed I feel like there was some kind of a storm between you and the person on your mind. Something went in a way that felt a bit not right. It felt like things were not going in a justful way. And when the Storm card comes, it wants to indicate that you should just wait for the storm to pass and start over. So indeed I feel like some of you might have been through some kind of a storm with that person where things were a bit unclear, and you just needed to hold on to something in order to not get blown away by that storm. So the next card we have the Gem. Okay. The Gem card wants to indicate a lot of positivity. It's similar to the Star card here, because somebody, either you see this person as your gem, or they see you as their gem, or you both see each other as their gem, as something very rare, as something that is unique, something that is one of a kind, something that is sparkly, which is a very positive indication indeed. And finally we have the Desert card. Well, with the Desert card, maybe one of you was, or both of you, felt like you were left in a cold, you were left in a desert of unknown. And actually this card is not that negative, because at least in this deck most cards are a bit deeper than they look. Because I mean, with the Desert card, I feel like you were in the desert in order to get enlightened, similar like the Cave card. Because with the Desert card, people are wandering in the desert, and they are hoping to find their path, to find their way out of the desert. And sometimes they get visions. At least this is what I remember from the instructions that I read about these cards. But yeah, the desert card might indicate some kind of enlightenment, some kind of vision that you might receive about this person. Also that you were just left out in the cold, or maybe your person was left out in the cold, or maybe both of you. But I mean, you can see the hand that is like this. There is something like a shadow around this hand. So I feel like these are both hands. They're like this, like praying, and there is a moon here. So it just wants to indicate to keep things positive, just like the star card. So just like I did with the other groups, I'm going to take some songs for you as well and see what you're going to get. Okay, we have 3. Kygo, Firestone. Okay, there is nothing more to say about this. This song is about attraction, about passion, about soulmate-like connection, really strong soul connection. Then we have Avril Lavigne, Skater Boy. Okay, this song is interesting because here we are talking about someone who liked somebody but was acting in a way that they didn't like that person because they were too proud. They had too much pride. And after a certain period of time, they realized that, yeah, I mean, they realized that they actually had feelings for that person, but it's a bit too late. Although it feels positive overall. I mean, that's what I'm getting from this song. And finally we have Britney Spears, Toxic. Okay, so I mean, just the title doesn't have to indicate toxic relationship, but in the song Britney Spears is singing about strong chemistry, like a lot of attraction. And maybe this is the case for you as well, because from the cards that came out, I don't feel any toxicity. And also for the Skater Boy song, I feel like somebody was pretending that didn't like the other person, and well, they had feelings, but they were hiding their feelings because of pride or something else. And yeah, with the Britney Spears song, I definitely feel like there is a lot of chemistry, a lot of attraction between you two. So that was your reading, pile number 3. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope that it was useful for your situation. The messages were a bit mixed, and yeah, I mean, in the end, the decision is yours. And yeah, like I told you in the beginning, if you have seen the intro, just take this reading as a piece of a puzzle, and whatever message felt like belongs to you and your person, take that one and leave the rest. But yeah, if you feel like this reading resonated with your situation and if you enjoyed it, please don't hesitate to hit the like button so more people can benefit from it. Also, I would be really happy if you subscribe for my channel, because my channel is still growing and I need more subscribers. And yeah, well, that was it. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for being with me, and I hope to see you again. Wish you a lovely day. Bye.